Hey curl friends, my name is Jim. I am your favorite curl specialist based out of here in Atlanta, Georgia. And what I do, for those who don't know, who are new, welcome. I teach curly girls how to grow and maintain healthy natural hair in between salon visits, okay? So hairstyles are only supposed to last 5 to 7 days, sometimes 10. After that, you should be shampooing and conditioning your hair. That is where I talk about and where I step in to help you with your education at home, okay? Outside of the salon, because your hair care starts at home because you are with your hair more than your stylist, okay? So, this young lady, I found her on TikTok. So this is something completely new for me. I decided maybe I would try looking at girls' videos who are very frustrated with their hair or having some type of issue and act like they're my ladies and listen to them and fish and try to find solutions for them. So that's what I'm going to do today. So it's this beautiful young lady. She's on TikTok. She has a beautiful head of hair. I don't know. She's maybe a Dominican or Spanish or Brazilian, something. But she's a beautiful young lady. She has a bunch of hair. But her goal is she wants waist length hair. And I think she was there, almost there at one time, and her hair regressed backwards. She eats healthy. I'm proud of her because she keeps her hands in her hair and not in a bad way. Like, she's not going in a whole bunch of wigs and weaves and all this different type of stuff. She is taking the time and the effort to try to figure out her own hair. She's doing a lot of things right. Not only is she eating healthy for herself, but then also she gets trims every 2 months. But her problem is that, and she also does good with her maintenance because she does her shampoos and her conditions every 2 weeks with a wash and go. So her problem is that every 2 months when she goes and gets her trims, her hair is going back to the same length and her hair is yet to reach waist length hair. And that is her hair goal for herself. So I'm gonna have you watch her video and then we're gonna go over together with some solutions. We're gonna watch a few videos because I was really on her page. Hold on for the video.
I had fucking straight hair or wavy hair because I fucking hate my hair. And my biggest issue is basically just a simple fact that my hair has been like the same length for 4 years. So I have been natural since like before the natural hair movement. Like, my last relaxer I think was like 2009, and I didn't want a relaxer. The hairstylist was like, you have to get a relaxer. She gave it to me. I was pissed, and I like didn't wear my hair like down for like a year maybe, and I just grew up my hair. I didn't do the big chop. I just did like the slow grow, chop a little bit, slow grow, and then my hair probably was like completely natural maybe like 2012, 2013. And then my hair was like growing, and the longest my hair was like back in 2014, right before I moved to LA. I was in Washington at this time, and I remember I straightened my hair and it was like below my boobs, and like I've always wanted like waist length hair, and my hair was like so close. I was so happy. And then I moved to LA and my hair went to shit, and I was really confused because I didn't understand it. Like, I was using the same products and I was like doing the same hair routine, and my hair just got like broke off and got all fucking ugly looking. Like it looked so bad, but I wasn't doing anything different. So then like I had seen like a video and it was like, oh, you probably have hard water or you live in Southern California. So I got a shower filter. And then like around that time I did dye my hair. So like obviously like if you bleach your hair gets like damaged, which I understood. So when I bleached my hair, I had like chopped off like maybe like 3 inches, and my hair like grew really good. And then like obviously my hair grew out of like the color, and then I got highlights, and my hair was actually like back to like really big, because like when you have curly hair you can always tell when your hair is like long because it kind of just like gets bigger. And my hair was getting really long, and then just like one day, which is so weird, my hair is like back natural. Like my hair has been like completely natural for like years now, like maybe like 3 years, and my hair's also been the same exact fucking length since then. And it's very frustrating because there's all these new fucking information, like where one day it's like put oil in your hair, then the next day it's like oil is bad for your hair. protective styles. Actually, these protective styles are actually bad for your hair. It's like I've literally done everything on the internet to grow my hair, and my hair is like still the same length. And I'm like one of those people who, like, before I used to always trim my hair like every like 3 to 4 months. And then now, because like I always see like the little white hairstylists be like 6 to 8 weeks, so I've been trimming my hair every 8 weeks, so like every 2 months. And I was getting my hair professionally trimmed for like the first part of the year, and then like this last 2 trims, so the last 4 months I've been trimming it myself. But it didn't matter if I was trimming it or the hairstylist was trimming it. It's like every time I trim my hair just gets cut back to the same length that it was, and then it grows out, and then I get another trim, and then it goes back to the exact same length. And it's like I'm basically, all my growth that I'm getting, I have to trim off because it gets split ends. And I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like always been one of those people. I deep condition my hair every week. And then now, because like, again, the fucking trend on the internet is like, oh, drugstore products are bad. So I've been fucking paying for these expensive ass fucking products. They're like fucking $34 for a fucking conditioner. Sorry. I'm getting pissed off. But no, I've been paying for like expensive quality fucking products that are like, they're so pricey. And yet I feel like it's still not making a difference. And then it's even more annoying because it's like my hair looks good. My hair looks so good. It looks so good when it's done. And then I go to the salon and they're like, your hair is really healthy. And I'm like, it's not healthy. It's not healthy because I'm not retaining no length, okay? How is my hair healthy and it's been the fucking same length for the fucking past 3 to 4 years? How? I'm like so close to chopping off all my hair. I'm like, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. But I know I'm going to regret that. And then,
ladies, let's be aware of ourselves and the things that we are doing that may be repetitive, that we're doing that are not getting us the results that we want. And one I want to say is, it's seen here that basically she's not getting proper hair care advice. She's confused. She's frustrated. She does not know what to do. She is trying her absolute best. So she needs guidance. She needs guidance from a professional who actually specializes in her needs, who wants to help her get her results. Ladies, stop going to just any hairstylist. Okay? All hairstylists are different. All hairstylists don't have the same passion or the same level of education. And don't push on a stylist which she doesn't do. I see people come into the salon and they'll look on my menu and see that I don't do braids or twists and ask me to do twist or braids. I don't do that. I don't do that. You go to stylists who basically are fluent and well educated, and that is what they do. Whatever it is your need is, that's the kind of stylist you should be sitting in. So you see, she's not having a problem with the way her hair looks. She's concerned about the length. So the deal is when you get, and you see she had all those products, but guess what? Buying hair products is not the solution. The real solution in buying hair products is getting the correct category hair products. The correct category hair products, and use them correctly to formulate a remedy for your hair behavior. What are your hair behaviors? If your hair is tangled, if your hair is dry, if it's dehydrated, if it's breaking or shedding. And you have to know your hair well enough to know, what is it doing? What is it doing? There are only 5 hair behaviors. That's it. Okay? So you need to understand how to use your hair products. Buying hair products also will never be a remedy for nutritional deficiencies, my dear. So I'm going to say this. I have had nutritional deficiencies before, and you'll be surprised, even with you eating healthy the way you do, nutrition runs deep. And I bet you if you get a blood test, you'll be able to tell. And as any of us, you'll be able to tell what you're deficient in. Okay. Also, I'm going to say this. I can see also that the young lady is vegan. I used to be vegan as well. And my body took a toll over time because I just wasn't getting enough protein. And that could be an issue too. So I really think that because the young lady is doing all the things that she's doing, I feel as though that a part of it is nutrition. She needs to beef up on her nutrition. I think it's important for her to know her blood type and eat some of the foods that's on the highly beneficial part of it. Then I do believe that she should start, like getting in a lot of green smoothies, blueberries, all these different type of things like smoothies and juicing, because it's different than eating it. It goes straight into your bloodstream. And because it goes straight into your bloodstream, your hair then gets that nutrition, because that's where your hair gets its nutrition, is to your bloodstream. But if you eat it, your body has to break it down. Whereas if you drink it, your body doesn't have to break it down. It goes straight into your bloodstream. So that's another thing. Another thing I noticed also was that she was saying that she would keep getting her trim. So I would hear her say that she would get it. She would listen to some other stylist that was on Instagram or TikTok or social media, and that's a no-no. But she's trying to get her education from there versus a stylist that cares about her hair. That's a problem, and that's a part of her frustration. But she said that it was some stylists were talking about trimming 6 to 8 weeks. That's for very fast growing hair. That has to be a white woman, a white European people. As her being either Latino, her hair may not grow as fast. But I always suggest my ladies getting trims every 3 months. Now, when I blow out my ladies' hair and I see that they don't need like a trim per se, they don't get a trim. They get a dusting. And if it looks really good, I ain't doing nothing. So just because that's just a marker of time to check your hair, to see what condition it's in, because the whole thing is you want to always trim your ends before your ends begin to tangle or get fairy knots or web. But if you don't need a trim in an 8-week period, it doesn't need to be trimmed. You revisit that. And so instead of 8 weeks, you may go 3 months. In 3 months, if you're noticing you don't need a trim, do a little light dusting. That's just it. Just do a little light dusting and come back again another 3 months. But I think really she was trimming her ends too often as well. I really do. Another thing. So because she lives in, I think, LA, which is a warmer climate, and she loves to swim, I get it. But even with that, it does dry your hair out. And you would need to add in hair products that with the water, like hard water and different things like that, and chlorine. And then also she would need to add in SPF leave-in conditioners. Like it's a 10 is SPF leave-in conditioner. Why? Because with the sun beaming on your hair like that, it dries your hair out. It probably even changes the color of your hair. Now, speaking of color, adding any type of color to your hair, you're trying to grow it out, is a no-no. There also was a part in the video where she mentioned a few times that she silk presses her hair out, and that's how she's measuring the length of her hair to get to her waist. So I would say stop silk pressing your hair. Stop measuring the length that you want for your hair in a straight form. Do it in a curly form. How long or how big do you want it to be when it's curly? Because if you flat iron your hair, you're risking your hair to damage. And when you get heat damage on your hair, you risk some things. So you risk your hair being put back into transitioning hair, whereas though you have two different hair textures on one hair strand. One is straight and one is curly. The curly is your natural hair. The straight hair is the heat damaged hair, and usually it'll break, or you wind up having to get it cut off. So you don't want to do that. You want to damage your hair. You don't want to damage your curls. So so you want to keep your hair curly. So don't measure the length of your hair being waist length to being in the straight form. Get the look. You have to change your goal and your perspective. You're going to have to change it so that you understand how you want to look with your hair curly, not straight. That's not the goal. Straight looks is not the goal. It's how your hair looks curly. So I had to come back, y'all, because I also noticed something that is a factor. So another factor I noticed is that she likes to party. She's a party girl. She likes to have fun. So within her liking to have fun, she also drinks. So when you drink, okay, this is the deal with drinking. When you drink, you have to rehydrate yourself, because a lot of us do not understand how fast we get dehydrated and when we are dehydrated. A lot of times you're dehydrated and you don't know until it's on the severe side, okay? You have to replenish yourself. So a lot of people think you rehydrate yourself with water. No, water flushes you. It's important to drink water because it flushes your kidneys, it flushes your liver, it pushes out toxins, right? All right, but how do you hydrate yourself? On a cellular level is hydration, and you get that from juicing. Juicing. Even if you do it once a week or twice a week. But I do suggest every time after you have a night that you've been drinking, or that you know that you're going to be drinking, hydrate yourself either before and or after you go out drinking, or you're going to go out partying, to replenish your body. Now, the thing about it is this is why it's so important to detox, because these habits that we have and that we like the lifestyle that we live, whether drinking or eating or even drinking regular water, all this stuff has chemicals in it. And over time, our kidneys and our liver get backed up. And you may say, well, what does that have to do with hair? Everything. Because if your thyroid is messed up, if your liver is messed up, if your kidneys is moving slow or low functioning, it messes with your hair. And I'm not saying that it's to that degree with her, but what I am saying, those small things happen very slowly but surely, and you get effects with it. And our body does not need our hair to survive, to live, and it does not need our nails. So vitamins and nutrients go last to the hair and to the nails. Why? Because our body is so smart. It uses vitamins and nutrients to keep the other organs of our body, to keep us alive. Our hair is the last to get anything. So if you're dehydrated, your hair is going to be the first to feel it. Your skin, your nails, there's what's going to be shown on the outside. So I suggest hydrate. Flush with water, hydrate with juice. With juice, you may say. Get a cucumber. Get some arugula. Throw some yogurt up in there. Throw some blueberries up in there. Throw some milk in there. Throw a little sweetener in there. Drink it down. That's a nice smoothie. Juice. Juice yourself some green apples, some celery, some lemons, some parsley, some cilantro, and drink that bad boy down. Flush yourself. It's a beautiful time of the season. Get some watermelons. Juice your watermelons. You got to flush out the toxins and hydrate yourself. Well, I definitely gave a mouthful. That was my professional opinion and advice that I would give her if she was a paying client who sat in my chair and needed my attention towards her situation. Ladies, I know sometimes you don't have someone to guide you along your hair journey. I do help Black women, women with curly hair, along with their natural hair journey. I have on my website, which is www.sediditychick.com. I have hair care regimens and I have detoxes, because at the end of the day, your health starts with the inside. And a lot of times you guys think you're eating healthy and you're not getting enough of what you need. Why? Because it goes so deep, y'all. It's just like the what things that they're doing to the food and the pesticides, and we have toxins and all this different type of stuff. It just builds up in our system. And even when you eat healthy, it sustains you, but it doesn't get rid of years and weeks and months of buildup of the foods that you ate that had microplastics in it, or any chemicals or toxins that may mess with your liver over time. Then you wonder why your hair start thinning. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take care of your overall health, and it strengthens your hair in the meanwhile too. So I do suggest detoxing and eating foods that are according to your blood type. You need to know your blood type, and what you grow from there, that's what you will use a hair care regimen for. Okay. And with the hair care regimen, I have on my website as well, www.siditychick.com, www.siditychick.com. In the hair care regimen, it teaches you how to deal with your hair when it's tangling. It teaches you how to deal with your hair when it's dry and dehydrated, when it's breaking, or when it's shedding. And these are very important because these are the hair behaviors that you will have long as you have hair. And you need to understand what category products to buy to formulate to remedy each of these. Okay, so that's what it teaches you. It teaches you that, so you have, a more great wash days, less frizzy hair. Your styles will last longer, less split ends. Your hair will be nice and full, and you will retain your length, and that's what you want. That's what you want, and that's what the young lady is having an issue with, and what a lot of ladies are having an issue with. And is, again, the diet and the hair care regimen go together. You can't do one without the other. You have to eat healthy, and you have to be very conscious about your drinking and all this different type of stuff. It's about overall health. It's not just slapping a product on your head. And I know we would like for that to be, but that's not the case. So if you're ready to embark this journey and you really do need help, email me through at my website at www.siditychick.com. It has a section where you can contact me. All right. And that's it for today. That's it. And you guys have a good one. Thank you. Bye-bye.